angels willing to hold us in their arms. When our worth was stone, our ashes, and we both passed on. Let forever mean forever and carry on.
Good afternoon. Wow, has it been actually a great day for a Monday? Yeah, without a doubt, a great day for a Monday. So as you can see on your screen, we do have a website back. So Saturday, I went hard at it. We got our Amazon affiliate money, and I went immediately and got a web host, and we transferred the domains over. And when I say that, they're through my web host, the same company, but I had to change what they call the name servers to point to their servers versus when it was pointing to the server I have here. So, I mean, I can't believe how easily it has come together to this point. And I'm very pleased with the way it's turning out. Got a lot to put on there, a lot. I mean, you have to understand, I literally started from a blank slate, completely blank slate. So I'm going to do things differently with the new site. There's going to be a lot more with the new site. There's going to be a lot of stuff on there. I'm not going to have, of course, the Amazon stuff is there, but I'm not going to put all kinds of products on there or anything like that. In fact, I'm going to show you how I'm handling that. But it's coming together good, and I haven't had really any issues at all. Normally, when you build websites and stuff, you run into a ton of little problems that you got to sit there and find the right file for this, and then go in and edit the file, and you know, it can be pretty daunting at times, but this seems to be, I mean, just fitting right together. I mean, it's going together real nicely. Again, there's going to be a ton of stuff. So I need to get the Discord link on there. I was going to do that earlier and I forgot. That's actually going to be put under the contact, just so people know. If you're looking for, in the future, as soon as I get it there, if you're looking on how to join us on Discord, we don't really, to be honest, it's pretty silent over there. I don't use the voice feature over there, which I know is kind of the whole purpose of Discord, but we just use it as a communication device. That's simply it. So, but for the most part, we don't have big, long, lengthy conversations or anything like that. It's pretty silent. I'm not a big fan of typing. I hate typing emails, or I hate typing anything, so I'm not much one for that. I would probably use the voice if there were more individuals in there interested in using it. So, but it is what it is. I mean, but I need to get that link on there, and that will be, I'm going to put that in here, I do believe. Or I might actually put it over here. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. So real quick, let me give you a once-over on the site and give you an idea of what's going on here. Because it is much different than what we had before, believe it or not. So first off, before I show you this, I want to tip my hat, give a big thank you and a round of applause to Jen, a.k.a. Gangsta Giggles. She spent hours Saturday putting the show archives on the website. That allowed me to be able to do other things I needed to do with the site, and it saved me a bunch of time, a bunch of just, to me it's annoying doing that type of repetitious stuff. So she went back all the way to January 1st. So that's all the further she went back. I'm not going to make her go back any further than that. So if you want to watch any episode, the full show, it's on the website, thewatchmannews.com, under Show Archives. There's only one option there right now, 2019. Of course, come January 1st, there'll be a 2020 option there. And we're just going to keep doing it just like this. But you can go all the way back to January 1st of 2019 and listen to all of our shows. So I thought that was awesome, and I highly appreciate Jen's assistance in doing that. Like I said, it really helps a lot, because it just, like I say, there was hours put into that. So that allowed me to get busy with a lot of the other stuff. So that's what it is. At this point, I don't think I'm going to put the community builder stuff on the site. I really don't see. I don't see the need, and the more type of scripts like that you add to a website, the more you slow the site down. And to be honest, I'm really impressed with the server that they have us on. It's real nice and snappy, and so that's great. That's great. I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to throw too much stuff on it. So real quick, let me do a once-over. There is another forum. We do have the forum up. Unfortunately, none of the old content from the old forum is on the new site because I lost all that data. So as well as accounts. So if you were previously registered with the WatchmanNews.com, you are no longer registered. There's only well, technically 4 people registered. I have 2 accounts though, so in reality there's only 3 people currently registered. So doesn't cost anything, will never cost anything. You will never be slammed in the face with ads and nonsense and all that other stuff, because I just, no, I'm not going there. So anyway, so got the forum there. I do need to go in though and fine tune the settings on the forum. I have not touched anything on the forum yet, so I have to go in there. I need to set up categories and do all that good stuff, fine tune the settings, and I believe I'm going to do something similar like over there on Prepper Nurse 1, except instead of doing it in Community Builder, I'm going to do it in the forums. I'm going to take a section of the forums. Some sections of the forums will not be able to be accessed without logging in, okay? But other sections I will have to where the guest is what they call that, the class of people that's not logged in. So the guests can see it. So, and I will identify those in the description of the forum topic, or the forum description. I'll get this right. The category subscription. I will clarify which ones can be seen without logging in and which ones can't. So, under the part that you can't see if you're not logged in, I'm going to list the 50 states. So that way, if individuals from different states wants to communicate with one another, network, maybe try to meet up, it'll kind of help narrow it down at least by state. And then you as forum users can go in if you choose and put in your own county or whatever, however you want to do it. It's I only build the website. It's not my website. It's your website. So anyway, pardon me. So that's there, of course, the donate link, contact, and resources. Now, resources, I don't have anything you can click all day long. It's not going to go anywhere or do anything. That is where I have got just stacks and stacks and stacks of PDFs, whether it be for prepping and survival, whether it be for different types of documentation, whether it just be the normal Declaration of Independence type of stuff, or whether it be the type of documents that you need to know about, like, say, Agenda 21, Agenda 2030, you name it. I just put a document on there that I put on in Prepper Nurse 1 in his live chat last night. Somebody was looking for the watch list, kind of like, what... where's the list of the types of people or whatnot that the government are watching? And so I actually have that file. And so I real quick uploaded it to the website, gave him the link to it. So stuff like that will be on there too. There's going to be a lot of stuff under resources. I mean a lot of stuff. And there's going to be more stuff added as time goes by. Right now, again, it's pretty plain Jane because I've only been working on it since Sunday afternoon. I would say closer to Sunday evening, and the reason why is because it took some time for the domain to propagate to the new server. So I didn't get a start until early evening, later on afternoon, Saturday. So not too shabby for that amount of time. So as before, there is the current show. This would be showing the live show right now, and then of course when we end the show, today's show will be up there until tomorrow when I put in tomorrow's show. So you can always see the latest show right there on the home page, or live if we're currently live on the air. So I am so proud of this. This is, I don't know why, I am just so proud of this. I had a spot to be able to put team members, and so I wanted to highlight Jen and Evil and Blue, of course, our head of security. We can't forget about her. So I wanted to highlight, and that I don't know, I just love it. I think it looks so nice and it fits so well, and it doesn't even come close to displaying the thanks that I have for Jen and Evil and Blue for their contribution. I mean, it's incredible. I've met a lot of incredible people since I've been doing this. So let's see, down here we've got, of course, Twitter, Facebook, Amazon, and YouTube. So let me show you a little bit about this real quick. When you hover over the different people or different pictures, like I'll show you with mine here. This is the Watchman News Twitter. You see the Twitter icon. Of course, the Watchman News YouTube. This is an email you can contact me at. I'm going to show you another contact form in just a second. But this here, Facebook, that is actually my personal Facebook. So, if you're just wanting to be Facebook friends or whatever, that is my actual personal Facebook. So, I'm not a super secret, top secret kind of guy or anything like that. There isn't anything that I put on Facebook or anywhere else, even in a private email or anything. There's not anything that I would put on the internet that I won't put right on my Facebook wall. Okay, so it is what it is. I'm smart enough not to share sensitive information over the internet. It's just that plain and simple. But nonetheless, that's what those are. Evil doesn't have Facebook, so he doesn't have a Facebook account listed, but Jen does. Hers is there. Evil is he's got both a YouTube channel and he's got a BitChute account. So those are both listed there, as well as an email to be able to contact him. So, and Blue, unfortunately, she doesn't have a YouTube channel yet, or anything of the sort. So we're working on it, though. We're got all the lawyers and Anyway, real quick, let me show you the other contact page so you kind of have an idea of what's up. So, like if you click on me or Jen or Evil, it will take you to a contact page. And it's pretty simple, straightforward, name, email, subject, message, and then you can send a copy to yourself if you want. That's a great way to get in contact with us. So if you need to contact any one of us, that is a great way to do it. So anyway, that's almost it in a nutshell. I only got two more things to show you. We do have, I used to have on the old site, I had a bunch of sections set up with Amazon items and all of that, because we are an Amazon affiliate. Most all of you know that. And I will get to that in just a second. But I put the link here. Not only is the link to our Amazon affiliate in the description of all of our videos, it's right here on the homepage of thewatchmannews.com. So if you go to our website, you click that, it will open up Amazon. If you make any purchases, that will give us credit for those purchases. We get a little bit, and doesn't cost you anything more, and we highly, highly appreciate it. We highly appreciate it. So let's see. I couldn't tell you anymore. I mean, how much I'm thankful for that. If it wasn't for Amazon affiliate, we wouldn't have our website up this quick. So that's how thankful I am for that. Let me show you real quick what the other option is, because I told you I'm not going to clog up our website anymore with all the different products and stuff like that. So what I did is I'm going to start adding to our Amazon store. We have a, let me click on this so I see what others see. This is our Amazon store, and there will be a ton of stuff added. I literally just started plugging this stuff in here today. So, water and water filtration, to give you an idea. It's got all kinds of different, products for water and water filtration. Of course, there will be more products added in the future. Electronics, got an electronics section. These are all items that I would recommend. I'm not going to put anything up here that is junk that I wouldn't recommend. Everything up here will be good stuff. So I wanted to let you guys know that. I'm not going to be cluttering the website up with a bunch of different Amazon products or search boxes or anything like that anymore. We're just going to do it right from our Amazon store right here on Amazon. So that's where that link takes you. So now that we got that stuff out of the way, let me go ahead and show you where we're at this month, or I should say last month. So it looks like we made it to $41.61 last month. That is awesome, and thank you very much for everyone that participates in that. I know there's quite a few more items that Evil had purchased that haven't shown up yet under the earnings and whatnot. So I suspect to start seeing that tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll have our new fresh month. So it's always the second of the month before you actually see your new month numbers. So anyway, it's much appreciated. It saved our butts. Plain and simple, it saved our butts. Let's see. Let me go ahead and... got one more thing to show you. If you don't shop Amazon but you want to help out, we do have a donate button on thewatchmannews.com. So you can just simply go to the website, click the donate button, and it will bring up our PayPal donation page. You don't have to have a PayPal account. You can use a debit or a credit card. But I do want to point this out so people know. It will say Transforming Disabilities there. That is us. It will say the purpose of the Watchman News donation, but I always let people know that about Transforming Disabilities because I could understand how that could throw people off. So it's never required. It's always appreciated. I mean, that has helped us. Donations have helped us so much. And I want to give a shout out to Steve. I don't know if you're out there, but thank you very much from both of us, both Jen and myself. Steve had contributed, and we received a letter from him in the mail today, and it actually, between that and me getting paid for a job I did, I was actually able to order my new phone. So that was ordered today, so I can get it in. The phone, I've got an old phone. I've got a Samsung Galaxy S5, and it is slow. It's got 16 gigabytes, of internal storage, and pardon me. And I can't even update my apps because I'm out of room. I am flat out of room on that phone, and there's nothing on there that I can get rid of. So between that and the fact of my phone service was through Freedom Pop, and I will tell you now, don't even be tempted. They got neat prices and all of that good stuff, but it's so much of a pain. Their apps are buggy. You have to use an app, by the way. If you go with the Freedom Pop phone service, you have to install an app for your text messaging and your phone calls, and it is so buggy. It's just not worth it. So I was able to order a phone. It will be another prepaid type of phone, but it'll be a Galaxy S7, and actually I'll be going with I believe Straight Talk is who I'm going to be going with. So I try to avoid any kind of contract stuff. So essentially that's why. It's not just because I'm a cheap loser or nothing like that. I don't like contract stuff, and I like to be able to go out. Just as I did, and purchase a phone out front. I don't want to be involved in making payments for 5 years for a telephone that I paid $800 for. I just not me. But anyway, I wanted to give those thanks. That is much, much, much appreciated. I really had to twist my own arm to be able to get that phone because there are so many prepping items that we still need yet. We're at the point now to where we really need to start hitting food pretty hard. I do have to add some stuff to the medical supplies. Of course, there's a bunch of areas we need to prep, but food is probably the hardest now at this point that we need to hit. And that is just what it is. I don't know why I saved that more towards the last. I would not recommend you do that, but that's what I did. And again, it's foolish, but there's a chance that I can get food other than by going to our food stores. You know what I mean? I mean, hunting, trapping, fishing. So, there's an opportunity there to be able to replace food. Some of the prepping items that we purchased are not going to be available after the balloon goes up. So keep that in mind, as well as keep in mind the tariffs and the trade war and all of that stuff. Keep all of that in mind. If there's items that you need to get, especially items that are made in foreign countries, like pretty much 90% of the stuff today, you might want to get on it because prices are going up. I'm watching prices go up. It's actually in the news now. Today I saw it in the news. I don't think I shared it out, but there was a question raised whether or not angry gamers were going to affect the chances of Trump being reelected. Now, I'm going to say no. I really don't think there's any chance of that. But the point that they raised is the fact that the gaming consoles cost quite a bit more because of the tariffs. So, I don't know. I'm not in the market for gaming, but, that is something to pay attention to. I know the cost of solar has gone up. So, and I've seen other various things go up. If there's items, especially electronics items, that you want to purchase for prepping, I highly recommend you get that squared away. Or any type of item that comes from China, especially China. Really a good idea. So, let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything more. Of course, I'll be starting as long as everything goes as planned. I will be starting the new podcast this coming Sunday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. That will be over on Blog Talk Radio, and I'll have more details for that as I can. As soon as I can get you guys links and all the other data, I will be jumping on that to do so. The show will be called Dirt Cheap Preppers, and I did have a paper here. The show will be called Dirt Cheap Preppers, and I do have a website. It's not dirtcheappreppers.com. That was already taken. So the website that I or the domain I should say that I registered is dirtcheappreps.com. It's just Dirt Cheap Preps versus Preppers. I'm big about .com. If it's not a .com, I won't register it. There's a good reason why. People just don't remember those other extensions. I could have done a dirtcheappreppers.org or .us or .info or any number of things, but people just don't remember those. So I always tell people go with the .com. Don't settle for anything less. So it will be dirtcheappreps.com. There's absolutely nothing there right now. In fact, you'll get. I'll show you what you get if you try to go there. We've got other websites too that I haven't even had a chance to start on. So, dirtcheappreps.com or transformingdisabilities.com or disabledbydesign.com, that's all you're going to get right there. And that's because there's an empty folder waiting for me to put a website in there. So, I've got a lot of work ahead of me. I had a gentleman contact me this morning that may have me do a welding or a website for their welding business. So we'll see. I'll probably know more on that tomorrow. So busy. That's just the name of the game. And then last night I had somebody contact me about Blue October decals. They wanted a custom Blue October decal. So, I thought it was such a neat idea that I done up the decal. And I actually listed it on our Etsy, which is something I probably ought to put down there too as our Etsy. Trying to think if there's really anything else. I mean, it's been a crazy weekend. It's been a really, really crazy weekend as far as busy. Um, Trying to find my picture. I'll give you guys a peek of what I'm talking about. I got to move windows out of the way though in order to find it. Here we go. This is the decal that I worked on. It's for Blue October. Heart Go Bang is kind of one of the things that goes with Blue October. So at the top, that's the exported image out of my vinyl cutting software. So that's not the actual product, but the actual product is in the lower picture. I just put the other one up there because the actual picture of the product, there's not a lot of contrast there. It's kind of hard to see. But nonetheless, I thought that was a really cool design. So I made it up, cut it out this morning, and so it's pretty well ready to go out the door. So it'll ship out for her tomorrow. So anyway, like I said, been busy, and that's the way I do things. By the way, you know, when we get an order in or whatnot, we beat feet on it. We really do. There will be, just so everybody knows, there will be a store on the website once I get to that point. I'm going to ramp up my game with decals for the Watchman News, and it's not just all decals. It's going to say the watchmannews.com. There's going to be a ton of things. In fact, I've got a decal set up. I haven't cut it yet, but it says facts don't care about your feelings, and it's actually a pretty cool looking decal. So at some point that will go out, and a bunch of other decals and whatnot, and I'm going to be looking to just put various stuff on there. If I at all possibly can, we will start actually offering products, actual physical products, whatever it may be. Of course, it'll be prepping related type of stuff, so keep an eye out for that. The Kratom website is down, so just so you know. Here's the decal I was telling you about. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. No, you can't see it. Bummer deal. It's black, so you can't see it. Anyway, it just says facts don't care about your feelings, but it's done in kind of like a collage type of format. It's actually pretty kind of cool. But anyway, there will be decals and whatnot on there. The Kratom website will get put back up. I just have to be able to get to it. So for those folks out there that's wondering about health.thewatchmannews.com, yeah, it's down right now, and my number one priority right now is getting this news website good to go. Then I'll get the Kratom website put back up, and then I'll go from there. So again, I've got a ton of sites to do. I've got 4 websites for myself. And then, like I say, I may have another website come tomorrow that I have to get started on, which will be for a customer. So that means that will actually take priority over even the news website. So customers come first. That's the way it is. Anyway, I'm trying to think of... there was something else, and I got distracted. I can't think of the other thing that was associated to the store that I was going to mention. Now I can't remember. Oh well, it'll probably come to me. My apologies. So that will, like I said, that will be added. I can't remember for that. Actually, I thought it was something kind of important, but oh well, nonetheless. You'll see those links pop up once they get there, and oh yeah, now I know. I may get back into making e-juice, electronic cigarette juice, or the liquid for electronic cigarettes. Probably only going to offer maybe 4 or 5 flavors if I do, but that will be on the Watchman. I'm just going to put it on the Watchman News website. So if you're a vapor, if you enjoy vaping, keep your eyes open, because I may very well go ahead and get back into that. But if I choose to, I've got to get stock. I've got to get bottles. I've got to get flavorings in stock and stuff like that. So In fact, today I ordered one type of flavoring. Eva will know which one, the banana. I ordered another bottle of that because after about 3.5 years, I'm almost out. Anyway, probably that's probably going to be something I do, and I would think maybe I'm going to give it about a month or so, and that'll be offered. So again, I got to get bottles. I want to order 2 different sizes, or I want to sell 2 different sizes. I want to sell a 30 ml bottle, and then I also want to sell a 120 ml bottle. So just kind of keep an eye out. So unfortunately, I won't be able to sell the Kratom directly onto WatchmanNews.com, and the reason why is because the store on the WatchmanNews.com will have PayPal checkout, and Kratom and PayPal don't get along. We'll lose our PayPal account real quick, so that will be on its own website again using the Square invoicing program, just like we were before. So. Okay, I think that covers updates as far as the website. Let me think if there's any other updates as far as the Watchman News in general. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. What day was that I put out the video for the medical kit? Was that Saturday I did that? I'm not sure. Yeah. So, you did get to see that. I had spoke with a neighbor about it. I took the medical kit over to him. He's an EMT, and I took the kit over. I wanted him just to kind of look at it, give me his opinion, and he wound up throwing some things my way. So I got a couple of IV bags and just other various things that he threw my way that he had just laying around extra. So. That was cool. So I've got even more bandages that I was able to throw in there. Oh, and one of those resuscitation mask things with the squeeze bulb. I know, I'm real technical, right? Because I showed him the little bitty CPR mask that came in the kit. He's like, you want one of those resuscitators with the bulb? I'm like, if you got one, yeah. So we got one of those now. And like I said, we'll just keep adding to it. I want to buy a bunch more sutures. I want to buy a bunch of steri strips and you name it, just medical supplies, because that's an area that's very important, and I want to be well prepared. So I got more tourniquets that I want to get. By the way, if anybody is interested and don't know the exact one that I got. Oops, wrong page. It is in our Amazon store. So if you click on Amazon store and you go to, where is it? Medical. This here is the exact one that I have. So just so you know, that's where you can find it, and it's right there for you. So the tourniquet that I had purchased, no, it's not a North American Rescue or anything like that. It's a cheap no-name brand, but it was $9, and it's there too. So I did ask the neighbor about that because I know there's a lot of people out there that like to be tactical, and you got to have North American Rescue. He said, look, he goes, let me show you the one that I was given. And he went and showed me his, and they weren't the same one, okay? There were a couple minor differences in them, but it had the plastic handle and the whole 9 yards. I mean, because that was the main thing I asked him about. I said, is that plastic handle an issue? And he goes, well, I hope not. That's what they give us. So, it's one of those things to where there's a lot of people out there that tell you, you got to have this type or this, this brand or whatever. Not necessarily. For the cost of that, right, for the cost of a North American Rescue, because I'm seeing around $50 on those, that's 5 of those. That's 5 of those. So that's 5 people that I can stop bleeding, versus 1. Yeah, I'll take the more inexpensive one. And guess what? If I've got 5 of them and I do have one that breaks, I'll grab another. I've got 4 more. So, it's just one of those things, I don't think it's going to be an issue. I really don't. My intent is to be able to help as many people as I possibly can, and I can't do that if I'm going and paying top dollar for every single thing I get. I just simply can't do that. Speaking on this topic, and then we'll get to the news headlines and go from there. Bear Independent made one hell of a video on Patreon. I hope he releases it for YouTube so I can show it to you. But oh my God, is that video incredible that he put on Patreon this morning. So if you're a subscriber on Patreon to Bear Independent and you haven't watched this morning's video, I implore you to. For those that are either on the fence or whatnot about Patreon, look, it's $1 a month, okay, for Bear himself, $1 a month. Survival Prepping for Normal People, there's another $1 a month. Those are the only two channels that we're subscribed to on Patreon. But I'll tell you what, today's video from Bear Independent is worth the entire year's worth of dollars just by itself. Absolutely incredible video, and he goes into that. He goes into about those types of people that you have to have the brand name, everything. You have to pay so much for this and that, and he goes into that. He talks about that and a lot of other things in that video. Absolutely, it's probably one of the best videos I've seen from him. Really, really good, and a lot of food for thought in it, and really kind of, to be honest, puts some people in their places. It's a good video, really good video. So if you're on the fence about it, I would suggest you just go for it. I think he does a great job, and he's definitely worth $1 a month, without a doubt. So anyway, Bear Independent, awesome video today. I really hope that he releases it on YouTube so I can show all of you. Anyway, I think that pretty much covers everything that I had to talk about. So we'll get into news headlines, and then we'll go from there. So, wow, what a hell of a spiel, huh? Oh, a question, huh? Okay, let me find my chat box. I kind of scooted it around somewhere. Let's see. I'm a-looking. Ah. You say Morning had a question? Okay. Okay, Cherry. I don't know if you pronounce it Sherry or if it's Cherry. So, forgive me for being wrong on one of the two. A good place for med supplies. I really can't give you a super good answer because it's not something I shop for. But I just went to Amazon. Amazon was where I got that big medical kit. It's where I got that tourniquet. I really don't know any particular type of medical website that would be any better than any of the others. It depends, I would imagine it depends exactly what you're looking for. But if you're just looking for general type of first aid type of stuff, then I would say Amazon would be fine. If you use Amazon. If you if you don't, then pretty much any site. Just really pay attention to what you're what's in the packages that you're buying, because there's a whole lot of kits out there that are just outrageous in price. That kit that I got that was $150 is actually a pretty decent kit. It comes with quite a bit. And I made a video, if you hadn't seen it, Saturday I made a video on the contents of that kit. So if you're interested in what's in that. But, I've seen the price range like you wouldn't believe when it comes to medical kits and medical supplies. Even on Amazon alone, sometimes there are kits there that have way less than the kit that I've got, and they cost over $300. So there are things that are not in the kit that I got that I would highly recommend, like a cat tourniquet. The cat tourniquet wasn't in the kit that I got. And of course, you really should put back a tourniquet or multiple tourniquets if you can. So that wasn't in there. And I keep forgetting the name of them, but it's a chest seal might be one of the things they call it. It's for if somebody's got a sucking chest wound. It's that seal that's adhered to three sides, but the fourth side is left open so that you can't suck air in, but you can blow air out through your chest. It doesn't come with any of those, so I highly recommend that in addition you add those. There's a lot of little things that you can just add. It comes with it does come with a scalpel handle and a couple of scalpels. It does come with two suture sets. It does come with some little bitty things that are probably a good idea that you have in a kit. But it's just a base. You want to build from there. It's just a really good base to start out with. And a good bag. I love the bag that it came in. But your medical kits, they can really range in price all over the place. Let me get this back out of the way here and find my right window. I've got 3 monitors and probably 6 different Google Chrome windows up, so to give you any idea. And those are spread out on just 2 of the monitors. Let's see. So let me bring this up. I don't know if you're looking for something inexpensive and small, like a car type of kit. And I'm not sure where this went. So right here, and in fact, I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to add it into our Amazon store right this second. Under medical. Bang. Okay, so now it'll be there in our Amazon store under the medical section. If you just want something inexpensive that you can throw in a car, these are kind of nice. 299 piece, and it's just, your typical stuff you would have in the car, like Band-Aids and all that good stuff. I think it comes with 2 types. It comes with like the plastic type of Band-Aid, which I think are those. And then that's the fabric kind. And I think that's the plastic kind there, if I'm not mistaken. And then it comes with, antiseptic towelettes and alcohol pads and sting relief, and looks like it's got some burn creams in there. So just your kind of various, typical first aid stuff. Does come with a roll of gauze and some pads, some sterile gauze pads. So not a bad deal there. I don't know if there's tape, if I've seen tape in there. Believe it or not, I don't think I see tape anywhere. So if you happen to get this kit, $15.87. That's not bad at all for that kit. I don't know what the difference is in okay, that's just a regular. For the premium pack, that's $30.91. I don't know what comes in the premium pack. We'll see here. Looks like the same assortment of Band-Aids for the most part. Same stuff there. I don't see anything different with the premium pack, to be honest. Not by the pictures anyway. Let's scroll down. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything where it gives you an idea of what's in the premium kit. But here's pictures of the people that have purchased stuff. I guess. Did not get everything listed. Somebody complaining about theirs. Yeah, somebody saying they didn't get everything in theirs. But it's got 4.7 out of 5 stars, so I would think there's a good chance that it would be acceptable. So, but I did not see the thing I was looking for. I did not see a roll of tape, medical tape. So, if you were to buy the $15.87 version of it, I would also get you a little roll of medical tape to throw in there, because it's, what are you going to do with the gauze and the pads if you don't have a way to put it on, or hold it on, I should say. So. And it could be in there. I just may not see it. Oh, wait, that might be it right there. Nope, that's gauze. So yeah, if you would go with something like this, do yourself a favor, get some a roll of medical tape and throw in there too. But that would be an excellent kit for a car, or even to carry on your person if need be. So that's where I shop for a lot of stuff, is Amazon. It's they've got good prices. We are a Prime member, so I mean, like if I ordered this kit right now, it would be here tomorrow. I would have it tomorrow, and you just can't beat that. That's like completely awesome. So that's what I would recommend. Now there are different types of medical sites. I'm sure many of them are good. If you want something that is really made well, designed well thought out, I would tell you. And if you're just looking for something that's like a blowout type of kit, I would tell you to get it from Bear, and they're not cheap. I can warn you of that right from the beginning. They are not cheap. Waiting for his site to load. Why are you not loading? I got the contact page, but nothing else. Huh. Placeholder. Interesting. For some reason, his menu is not loading up for me. Oh, it might now. It seemed like it was grayed out. That might have been what it was. Okay, now let me try it. There we go. Okay, so he's got the bare minimum kit and the bare fac that he offers, and I'll tell you what, if I could afford it, I would in a heartbeat, but I simply can't. So the bare minimum kit that he's got, as soon as it loads up, is $145. So and you get a choice of what type of quick clot bandage that you want in with it, and you can choose between black, gray, coyote tan, and OD green. So that's $145 for the bare minimum kit, and then he also has his bare fac, and that's $175. And again, you get to choose which color, and I guess he chooses what type of quick clot. So, but anyway, those I can guarantee you are well designed, well thought out. Those are amazing little individual first aid kits, and they're essentially for like blowout. They're, that's what they're designed for. They're designed for a serious injury. Now that his do come with top of the line stuff, the North American Rescue tourniquets and all that good stuff. His does come with the top of the line stuff. So that's where I would recommend you if you've got that kind of money to spend and you're looking for that type of item. So anyway, let me run through the new stuff real quick. Had some crazy news right before we went on air. Let me have a sip of coffee here, and we'll get to that in a moment. But I was like, wow. Mom allegedly admits to killing her 2-year-old daughters with her bare hands. That is insane. That is insane. What is wrong with people? Absolutely nuts. Tripoli airport halts air traffic as Haftar's forces destroy Turkish drone. Coddling the dictator next door. Democrats savage Trump for Kim Jong-un's photo op. So, and I'm definitely not gonna talk bad about somebody trying to have a peaceful meeting with another president, another nation. That I don't get that at all. It blows my mind how hungry for war that the left are right now. It's absolutely mind-blowing. However, at the same time, I'm not putting in all the crazy excitement. Oh, the first president, blah blah blah. Okay, whatever. I'm waiting to see serious, tangible results. Okay, and I think there's a good chance we will. But don't misunderstand me. my hopes and reality may not be the same. So I'm going to tell you what the reality is, and I may tell you what my hopes are too, but the reality is more important. And until we see actual changes, I mean, this is great. These are great steps forward. But I'm not going to do either what the right or left is doing right now. The left is absolutely demonizing him for this. And the right, I think, is putting a little more stock into it than what we should right now. What was that, baby? Sutures. Well, you can get them right on Amazon as well. Now, I'm not giving any medical advice. I want to make that very, very, very clear that I am not giving any medical advice. And I'll put this on there too. Again, I haven't had a chance to really spend a lot of time setting up everything yet on the Amazon store. I literally just started doing it. So there's actually a kit here that's got 28 different ones. So let me bring that up. Now, I have to tell you that these are for training. These are for practice. You can't use these if somebody's bleeding out and dying and they're, yeah. Use your own judgment, okay? As long as they say sterile, use your own judgment. And these do say sterile, so I will point that out. But I can't tell you that these are okay to use on human beings because they tell you otherwise, okay? You know how it is. That's the same thing as I can't tell you to go get fish antibiotics to be able to take care of your medical needs along those lines. I can't tell you to do that. I can tell you what I would do. And if I needed antibiotics and I was in bad shape, I would use fish antibiotics. I can tell you that if I had a gaping wound that needed stitched up, I would use these stitches or these suture kits. That's what I can say. This is what I would use if need be. Now, and there's all kinds. I didn't. I put those up there because they're $15, and it comes with 28 different ones, and they're mixed types and sizes and all that good stuff. I don't know a lot about it, but that is a good option. There is also kits, and I saw some that were rather inexpensive. I'm looking for it. Here it is. So like make sure there wasn't another one that I'm missing. No, that was it. So like right here for $24, and I'll add this too. I'll put this in our Amazon store as well. Okay, so this actually comes with like a little practice thing, rubbery type of, where you can actually practice doing sutures. And of course it comes with tweezers and hemostats and whatnot. It does come with, I guess it comes with a scalpel. Okay, yeah, that's what that is there. Well, I can't. Yeah, I can. Got to do it like this. This here is a scalpel handle right here. And so it does look like it comes with two scalpels. Again, hemostats, tweezers, scissors. Looks like it comes with quite a few suture kits. And again, comes with, it looks like gloves, I'm assuming, and then it comes like with a little practice pad for practicing your suture skills. So and it comes in a nice little case. So you've got that option as well, and you can just so you know, you can go to the WatchmanNews.com, click on the Amazon store, and let me click see what others see, and then it's in the medical, which is right there. So just click the medical, and the items are there. Anything that I put in the Amazon store, that's how you get to it. So just if you're interested for those kind of things. Now, you know, Steri-strips is also something that I would recommend if you're not familiar with that, because a lot of times you can take care of situations like that with Steri-strips. And like right here, here's a 20 pack. You know, the the strips have 6 in them. Here's a 20-pack of them for $14.27 for Steri strips. So I'll throw that there too, just so you know where you can find them. But Amazon, that's what I would recommend for getting medical supplies. I really would. They've pretty much got everything you're going to need, and the prices are right. And especially if you're a Prime member, you get it nice and quick as well. So, okay. So I think that covers that. Okay, let's see. Back to some headlines here. Israeli missile strikes on Damascus and Homs kill 4 civilians, including toddler. Stray missile, ? Down jet, ? Unknown object explodes in North Cyprus as Israel strikes Syria. Then another article to that event. Object that fell in North Cyprus could be Syria's Russian-made stray air defense missile, says the minister. EU's alternative payment channel for Iran is like a beautiful car without gasoline, says an Iran envoy. 7 dead and thousands lose homes as severe flooding hits Russia's Siberia. I mean, this weather is crazy, folks, not just in the United States, but all around the world. Absolutely nuts. Here we go with some more. I've never seen it before. Mexican City buried under 2 meters of ice in freak hailstorm. 2 meters of ice. That is absolutely mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. Let's see. Iran's enriched uranium stockpiles exceed nuclear deal caps. Russia extends zero duty on wheat exports as production continues to boom. Rising intolerance or a pushback against extremism? ? Millennials show decline in LGBTQ acceptance. I thought that was interesting, but I think I really think that the reason why is the extremism involved. I think originally, I think millennials were like, well, yeah, you should have a right to do, if that's what you want, you got a right to love who it is that you want to love, and yada, yada, yada. And I would agree with that wholeheartedly. But I think what turned them away was the extremism, the militant attitude that it turned into. It's one thing for people to just kind of not bother you because of whatever way that you want to be, but then to turn around and stick it in everybody's face and force them to accept it or attempt to. You can't force anybody to, not in reality. Somehow people think that you can force others to think certain ways, and you just can't. You can't. If somebody's racist, guess what? You can't force them to not be racist. You just can't. You can't control other people's thoughts like that. It is what it is. And I think that's largely what backfired on them. It's just my opinion, but I think that was likely what was it. Expect U.S. to fight back as Russia and China lead BRICS away from dollar trade. German military helicopter crashes in northern Germany, says local media. Medics rush to Ben Gurion Airport as plane with missing wheel prepares to land. And then this is another article onto that. Plane with missing wheel lands safely at Tel Aviv's Ben Gurion Airport. And I'm probably really butchering the name of that airport. Moscow offers Washington U.S. citizens in return for jailed pilot Yoroshenko, says the foreign minister. GoFundMe for Andy, and I don't know how to say his last name. It's spelled N-G-O. I don't know if that would be no, or I'm not sure. But anyway, GoFundMe. Journalist assaulted by Antifa raises $100,000 in less than 24 hours. That's crazy. Apparently he was hit in the head with they say it's a concrete-laden milkshake. And I know I had seen somebody share something on social media saying, oh, well, sugar, if you put concrete and sugar into a mix, the concrete won't harden and all that. First off, what's the point of even saying that? You shouldn't be assaulting people, okay? Number one, you shouldn't be assaulting people. And number two, who says that there was even an actual milkshake involved? I mean, they could have put just plain old water in that glass or whatever, that cup. They could have just put plain old water in that cup with concrete. Who says there was necessarily sugar involved or an actual milkshake involved? I don't know. I don't know a lot of details about it, but I wanted to say that because I've seen that going around, and it's like, really? You know, that's like when somebody spends the time to go through a long thought out, deeply thought comment, and then somebody cuts them down because they didn't put an apostrophe in a certain place or what. It's kind of like, really? Really? I'm not a grammar Nazi, but Jen's a grammar Nazi. That's why I enjoy picking on her all the time with that stuff, right? When I spoke to you, I always... let's see. Russia's floating nuclear power plant ready to heat up the Arctic. Intel agencies may be reined in after Russiagate fiasco, says an ex-Trump advisor. I certainly hope so. OPEC is going to die. Iran says Saudi-Russian alliance could kill oil cartel. Well, we'll see. I would say that it's in trouble. I would certainly say that. Coffee. Let's see. It was horrific. Body falls from plane into a garden in South London. Apparently it was a stowaway on the plane. Folks, you know what? No matter how hard you get, and how hard up you get, don't go into the wheel well of an airplane to catch a free ride. Not a good idea. Because one of two things is probably going to kill you. Either the temperature or the lack of oxygen. Just depends on which one gets you first, okay? But it's not going to be good, because at the very least you're going to be unconscious, and the moment those wheel wells open up, guess what? So yeah, don't do that. It's not a bright idea. South Korea scrambled jets to intercept an unidentified object over the DMZ after Trump-Kim meeting. And lastly here, well, I do have a number 2 up on the RT thing. 2 people possibly exposed to sarin at Facebook mail facility in California. That's the news that broke right before I went live, and I was like, wow. Now, they say that, but let me bring the article up here. I didn't add much more to it. Authorities say 2 employees may have been exposed to sarin after a machine designed to detect harmful substances at a Facebook mailing center alerted employees to the presence of a lethal nerve agent. Several buildings in the Menlo Park, California area, the location of the mailing facility, have been evacuated, according to a Facebook spokesperson. At 11 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time this morning, a package delivered to one of our mail rooms was deemed suspicious, Facebook said in a statement. We evacuated 4 buildings and are conducting a thorough investigation in coordination with local authorities. The company added that while authorities have not yet identified the substance, they have cleared 3 of the 4 evacuated buildings for repopulation. The FBI confirmed to the Associated Press that federal agents were assisting on the scene. The Menlo Park Fire Marshal reported that 2 Facebook employees may have come in contact with the nerve agent. We have 2 possible exposures, but right now they are not exhibiting any signs or symptoms, said Menlo Park Fire Marshal John Johnston. The machine used to detect dangerous substances at the mail processing center reportedly identified sarin on a package. On the package on 2 out of 3 tests, but it is unclear whether they were false positives. So, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm sure more will come out, but I really don't trust, especially any claims from Facebook at this point. I really don't. I honestly don't. I really don't. Let's see. I don't really see anything else that important news up there. So let me go ahead and get the monologue closed up. and we will get on into videos. So, okay, for those here for the live show, stick around. Don't go anywhere. Don't do anything. We'll be live till 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. For those that are here for the monologue or you're watching the recording later on, thank you very much. As always, God bless you. We love you, and be one with your spirit.